An old-time Radio USA Christmas, one of my favorite things to listen to this time of year. There are so many to choose from. How about I play this one next? Merry Christmas, everyone.
The Jell-O program, starring Jack Benny, with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Kenny Baker, and yours truly, Don Wilson. The orchestra opens the program with This Can't Be Love. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I've been thinking that today is a day of universal thank yous. Everybody's unwrapping Christmas gifts. Everybody's saying thank you to somebody else. And we want to say it, too. We want to thank you, listeners, for your gift to us of friendship and loyalty during the past 4.5 years. You've made us mighty happy, tuning in every Sunday night, and we hope that we, in turn, have helped make you happy and brought you some pleasant half hours. So, for the makers of Jell-O and for every one of us on the Jell-O program, thank you and Merry Christmas. This Can't Be Love, played by the orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this being Christmas Day, we look in on Jack Benny's home in Beverly Hills, where he is holding open house for all his friends. Take it away!
Jingle bells, jingle around the table. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a rumble seat with Gable. Jingle bells, dum-da-dum.
Mary, I wish you wouldn't jingle this ladder. I'm liable to fall off.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack.
And hand me the rest of those ornaments. I want to get this tree decorated before the gang gets here.
It's a fine time to be trimming a Christmas tree. It should have been done a week ago.
Well, I wanted to look around and get a real good one.
I never saw such a droopy tree. It looks like Zazu Pitts in a green dress.
Mary, all this tree needs is a few decorations. Now, hand me up those candy canes.
Here you are.
And hold the ladder. Hey, I had 12 of these candy canes. Now there's only 11. Where's the other one?
Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you. I'm asking you.
All right, I ate it. Here's 10 cents.
Smarty, I bet you'd be surprised if I took it.
I wouldn't be surprised if you sued me.
Mary, I want to get this finished. Hey, Rochester.
Yes, boss?
Where's that big glass star I told you to pack away last Christmas?
You mean that shiny one with the 3 points on it?
That star has 5 points.
Well, it went down 2 points this last
year. All right, bring it anyway. Mary, hand me some of that silver tinsel there.
Here you are. Say, Jack, are your socks dry yet?
Yeah.
Well, take them off the tree. People will be here soon.
Okay. Now, hang on to the ladder, Mary. I want to fix these top branches here. Hold tight now. Well, I'll be darned.
What's the matter, Jack?
There's a little squirrel up here on the top. Hello, squirrel.
Hello, Nut.
Get away from me. Shoo. Mary, hand me that Cupid doll I won at Ocean Park. I'll hang that on the treetop there.
Oh, Jack, that looks so corny. Why don't you get rid of it?
Listen, Mary, I threw over 100 baseballs to win this doll, and I'm going to keep it.
That's right. Say, how much tinfoil have you got saved up by now?
About 3 tons. Oh, shut up. Hand me a couple of those popcorn balls.
There's the door, Mr. Benny. You want me to answer it?
Look, Rochester, I'm up here on the ladder. My arms are full of ornaments, so what do you think?
Well, how long before you'll be down?
Answer the door!
Yes, sir.
Say, Mary, this tree is beginning to look pretty good now, isn't it, huh?
That tree wouldn't look good if Earl Carroll hung chorus girls on it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, well. Happy Yuletide, gentlemen. Entree.
Oh, Jack, they're the boys from Phil's orchestra.
Gosh, what they did to my house last time they were here. Come in, fellas! Merry Christmas, everybody. Rochester, take the boys in the other room and give them some refreshments.
You mean that punch you fixed up this afternoon?
Yeah, help yourself, boys.
Take it easy, man. It ain't nothing to get excited about.
And that Rochester doesn't think punch is any good unless you have to crawl away from the bowl. Now, let's see.
Say, Jack, who's all coming over tonight anyway?
Well, there's our whole gang. Then I invited some very important people. See, Robert Taylor and Barbara Stanwyck, Clark Gable and Carol Lombard, Ronald Coleman and Ginger Rogers. Oh, a whole flock of them.
Well, gee, I ought to run home and put on a dress with a lower back.
Lower back, it's down to San Diego now. And, oh, Mary, you want to hear something terrific? I asked Barbara Whitney to come here as my guest.
Barbara Whitney?
Yeah, you remember the girl I took away from Phil Harris?
The girl you took away from Phil?
What are you laughing at?
That's like taking a hair away from John L. Lewis's eyebrows.
Just the same, Phil will burn up when he sees her here.
Is she coming alone?
No, I asked Don Wilson to stop by and pick her up. Now, Mary, hand me some more of that tinsel. I want to get this tree finished. Well, I guess they're starting to arrive now, huh?
Hey, Mr. Benny, are you still up on that ladder?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then I'll answer.
Well, that's mighty sweet of you. See, now I think I'll put something on this branch here.
Oh, Jack, why don't you stop fussing with that tree and come down?
No, Mary, Miss Whitney will be here, and I want it to look beautiful.
Hello, Rochester.
Hello, Mr. Baker. Merry Christmas, seasons, felicitations, and wipe your feet.
Hiya, Kenny.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Come on in, Kenny. Hang up your hat and coat and make yourself at home.
Okay, Jack. Am I the first one here?
No, the orchestra boys are in the other room. Hey, Kenny, don't hang your coat on the Christmas tree.
Would need something.
Well, it's not that bare.
Oh, say, Jack, here's a little present for you. It's nothing much, but I hope you like it.
Oh, thanks, Kenny.
Here, catch it.
Gee, I wonder what it is.
I'll bet it's a baked apple.
Bet it isn't. Say, it's a pretty package. Oh, Kenny, these are beautiful.
They're the very latest thing, Jack. Musical handkerchiefs.
Musical handkerchiefs, huh?
Yeah, every time you blow your nose, chimes ring.
Well, I'll be darned. I can hardly wait till I catch a cold.
Well, why don't you try one, Jack?
Okay, I will.
Now blow hard.
Oh, isn't that a novelty? I wonder how they ever made these.
They must have crossed a piece of linen with a hunk of xylophone.
Mary, you're positively brilliant.
Say, Jack, as long as the orchestra boys are here, I'd like to go in the next room and brush up on my song.
Oh, go ahead, Kenny. We'll want a little entertainment.
Okay, see you later.
Now, Mary, we've just got a few more things to put up. So hand me that big paper bell there.
Here you are, Jack.
Hey, Rochester, there's the door again.
I got my shoes off.
Well, put them on and answer it.
Okay.
You know, Mary, the way Rochester has been acting lately, I've got a good mind not to give him his Christmas present.
What'd you get him, Jack?
A brand new vacuum cleaner.
A vacuum cleaner?
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely. He can play with it on his day off.
Well, at least it's something practical.
Here you are, boss. A couple of telegrams for you.
Telegrams. See who they're from, Mary.
Okay.
Christmas greetings, I suppose, huh?
Oh, Jack, this wire's from Robert Taylor.
Oh, Bob, huh?
Yes, he says, Dear Jack, terribly sorry that Miss Stanwyck and I are unable to come to your party tonight, as Miss Stanwyck's dog Grover is quite ill.
I don't believe it. That's just a thin excuse. What's the other wire, Mary?
Here it is. It says, Dear Jack, believe me, Mr. Taylor is telling the truth. I have a terrible headache, signed Rover.
Well, it doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to see through those wires. I'm glad they're not coming. That burns me up.
Hey, Jack, should I try my song now?
Yes, go ahead and try it. What do I care? Mary, hand me some more of that lousy tinsel.
town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in the dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. Away in a manger, no crib for his bed, the little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looking down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep in the hay. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Oh, holy child of Bethlehem, descend to us, we pray. Cast out our sin and enter in. Be born in us
See, this side here could stand a few more ornaments. Mary, hold the ladder.
Okay.
And hold it tight. Remember what happened the last time I climbed a tree?
Yeah, you saw the Rose Bowl game.
I don't mean that time.
Wow, look at all those decorations. Hey, Mary, what's that round, shiny thing on top?
Jack's head.
It is not. It's a silver moon.
Hey, boss, another telegram for you.
Take it, Mary. I wonder if I should put a popcorn ball on top there instead of a star.
Oh, Jack, this telegram is from Ronald Coleman.
Oh, Ronnie, what does he say?
He says, Dear Sir, regret exceedingly that I cannot attend your holiday gathering, and incidentally, how did you get my address?
How did I get his address? He lives right in back of me.
Well, there's another one off your list.
Yeah. Oh, darn it, that top bulb went out. Hold the ladder tight, Mary. There, I guess I can reach it.
Oh, Jack, here comes Don Wilson and Barbara Whitney up the front steps.
Oh, fine. Let him in, Mary.
Okay.
Gee, I hope Barbara liked the Christmas present I sent her.
Hello, Don. Merry Christmas.
Same to you, Mary.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Hello, Jack.
Oh, hello, Barbara. Mary? Christmas. Ooh, my leg.
Was that the door, Mr. Benny?
No, that was me. I fell off the ladder.
Oh, I won't answer it then.
Help me up, Don. Ooh, I sat on some ornaments. I hope somebody sent me a pair of tweezers.
Here, give me a hand, Jack. That's too bad.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, Jack. It's all my fault.
No, it isn't, Barbara. I'd have probably fallen off anyway. Gee, I'm glad to see you, Babs. Hey, did Don drive carefully on the way over?
Well, he drove pretty fast, but he had his arm around me so I wouldn't bounce out.
Oh, so that's it. Why, Don.
From Harris to Benny to Wilson.
Now, wait a minute, Mary. I'm not a bit jealous of Don. He's my friend, aren't you, Don?
Yes, Jack, and believe me, I acted like a perfect gentleman.
Did he, Barbara?
Well, he did whisper something in my ear that was kind of cute.
Oh, yeah? What was it, Don?
Well, Jack, I'll admit I did sort of lose my head for a minute.
All right. Come on, Don. What did you whisper in Barbara's ear?
Well, I got all excited and I said, roses are red, violets are blue. Jello is tempting, and so are you.
Why, Don Wilson, look at those big red blushes on your face. Say, Babs, did you get the Christmas present I sent you?
Thanks, Jack. They were lovely, but I never wear pink ones.
Oh, darn it, Barbara, keep still. God.
Oh, boy. Jack is sure some devil.
Stop laughing, Kenny. I bought Barbara a pair of pink gloves.
I bet they got lace on them.
They have nothing on the kind. Now, come on, everybody. Let's go in the other room and have some refreshments.
Let's go. Get something to eat, shall we?
Hey, boss.
What is it, Rochester?
There's somebody at the back door wants to see you.
Oh, yes, I know who it is. Excuse me a minute. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, hello, Andy.
Hiya, Buck.
Not so loud. Wait till I close the door. Now, look, Andy. You'll find the Santa Claus suit out there in the garage. And as soon as you're dressed, you climb up on the roof and come down the chimney.
Well, I better put a beard on so they won't recognize me.
Yeah, you better put one on your tonsils, too. Now, here's the bag with all the presents in it.
Okay, gee, this is going to be fun.
Quiet, Andy, quiet. They'll hear you.
Oh, say, Buck, here's a little Christmas present that Ma sent you. I hope you like it.
Well, that was very sweet of her. What is it, Andy?
Well, it's a combination salad fork and back scratcher.
Well, say, there's a comb on there, too.
Yeah, that's for your hair. Are you...
Wait a minute, Andy. Say, there's a comb on there, too.
That's for your hair as you're going by.
Oh, yeah. But it's too late now. Now, look, remember, Andy. Remember, when you're all dressed up, when you're all dressed up, get up on the roof, see? And here's your cue. When you hear me say, Santa Claus will be here in a minute, you come down the chimney.
Okay, see you later, Buck. I feel like a darn fool.
Quiet, Andy. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Dum, dum, dum. Well, here I am again, gang. Hey, I'm sorry, Barbara. I had a little business to attend to.
Oh, that's quite all right.
Say, Jack, another telegram just came for you. It's from Clark Gable and Carol Lombard.
Oh, what does it say?
It says that we would love to be with you tonight, but we were invited somewhere else in the nick of time.
Well, of all, that's the last time I'll ever invite them. And I hope Ginger Rogers doesn't wire me that she can't come.
She couldn't wait. She telephoned.
No, that's fine. The next time I'll give a party, I'll get a crowd if I have to change my name to Elsa Maxwell. This is awful.
Yeah, what are we going to do with all this food in the kitchen?
I don't know, Rochester.
Doggone, I'll be eating so much cranberry sauce, I'll be red in the face.
That's a neat trick if you can do it. Red in the face.
Say, Jack, isn't Phil Harris coming over tonight?
Phil? Of course he is. And wait till he sees Barbara Whitley here.
Why, Jack, didn't you tell Phil I had a date with you tonight?
No, let the wise guy find out for himself. Hey, boys, how about playing a number, fellas, and we'll dance till dinner is ready. And leave the punch bowl on the table. You can go back. Come on, Babs, let you and I dance.
I'm sorry, Jack. I promised the first one to Don.
Oh, I see. Well, Mary, looks like I'm stuck with you. Huh?
Oh, no, you're not. I'm stuck with Kenny.
Well, play, boys. Hey, Rochester.
I don't want to dance.
I don't want you to dance. I want you to put down that newspaper and get out of that easy chair. Hit it, boys. Who does Clark Gable think he is, anyway?
Well, thanks, Barbara. I enjoyed that dance very much.
So did I, Don.
Say, Mary, I'm some dancer, ain't I?
Kenny, you're marvelous, and believe me, I'm kidding.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, Jack, what are you doing up on that ladder again?
I want to put these ornaments back on top of the tree. Now, Mary, hold the ladder steady this time, will you? There's the door, Rochester.
Doggone, every time that bell rings, you up on the ladder.
Listen, Rochester, you'd be trimming this tree yourself if you weren't colorblind. Mary, hand me up those scissors.
Well, well, Merry Christmas, Mr. Harris.
Hiya, Rochester.
Say, Jack, it's Phil Harris.
Oh, boy, wait till he sees Barbara here. Merry Christmas, Phil.
Same to you, Jackson. Say, Jack, I brought a friend along. Do you mind?
No, who is it?
Joan Bennett.
Joan Bennett? Oh, hello, Joan.
Hello, Jack.
Ooh, my elbow.
Well, Jack, what are you doing in that ridiculous position?
Who, me?
It's an encore, but you don't know it.
Help me up, Mary. Well, Joan, I'm awfully glad you dropped in. Gee, it was nice of Phil to bring you.
Oh, he and I are old friends, aren't we, Phil?
You said it, baby.
Baby. You know, Joan, every girl he takes out, he calls baby.
Well, he can't remember all their names.
Half of them you can't even pronounce. Oh, Joan, you know everybody here, don't you?
Nearly everybody. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Joan. Gee, that's a pretty dress you've got on.
Thanks. You really like it?
No, but it's Christmas.
Mary. Oh, Joan, I don't think you've met Miss Whitney. This is Barbara Whitney, my latest.
Well, how do you do, Miss Bennett? How do you do? She's a little young for you, isn't she, Jack?
Well, that's me. Get 'em young, treat 'em rough,
And buy 'em nothing.
You know, Joan, Phil is so witty at times.
Hey, Miss Bennett. Miss Bennett.
Yes, Kenny.
Here I am under the mistletoe.
I'll be over in about 5 years.
Very good, Joan.
5 years. Gosh, I'll be out of the mood by then.
Look what's in a mood. Well, boys and girls, I hope you're all hungry. We're going to have a swell turkey.
Don't tell me you went for a turkey.
Yes, I did, Phil. We're going to have a marvelous dinner. Everything from soup to nuts.
How much is it a plate?
I'll just ignore that. Oh, Rochester, how's the turkey coming along? We're getting hungry.
Well, it'll take time, boss. That's a pretty tough bird.
Tough bird? He's been in the oven over 3 hours.
I know, but every time I light the gas, he blows it out.
be darned. Now, you go out in the kitchen and rush that turkey along.
Okay. Man, that's the foulest foul I ever saw.
I'm sorry, Joan, but you know Rochester exaggerates so. The dinner is really lovely.
Well, to tell the truth, Jack, I'm not hungry.
Oh.
Well, there's an unusual blonde.
Quiet, Mary. Well, folks, let's have some of these hors d'oeuvres here till dinner is ready.
Oh, Jack, Rochester made a mistake.
Well, what's the matter?
There's only 7 of us here, and he brought in 8 olives.
Well, Joan can have 2. Gee, it's good to see you again, Joan. Gosh, I haven't seen you since we finished making Artists and Models Abroad. We sure had a lot of fun in that picture, didn't we?
Yes, we did, Jack. It's playing around now. Have you seen it?
Joan, you promise you won't tell anybody?
I promise.
I saw it 12 times.
12 times?
Yeah.
You know your part, Jeff?
A little trouble, didn't I? But say, Joan, no kidding. Gee, when I looked up at the screen and I saw you in my arms, gee, it seemed just like a dream.
You mean that scene where we were sitting on the park bench in the moonlight eating popcorn?
Yeah. Gee, wasn't it marvelous?
Well, I didn't think there was enough butter on it.
I'm talking about us.
Oh.
You know, Joan, the 2 of us worked so smoothly together. How would you like to make another picture with me sometime?
Well, Jack, I don't know. I couldn't really say right now.
Send him a telegram. Everybody else does.
Mary. Oh, say, Joan, I almost forgot. Come on out here in the hall a minute. I got a surprise for you.
What is it?
Oh, come on. Come on with me. You'll find out. Excuse us a minute, will you, fellas?
Hey, Jack, what's the idea?
Never mind. Come on, Joan.
Oh, all right. Don't pull me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, here we are.
Where?
Right under the mistletoe. You know what that means, don't you?
No. What does it mean?
Well, it means this. Yippee! Wow!
Hooray.
Wasn't that swell, huh? Now, let's go back, and Joan, act nonchalant, huh?
All right. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Dum, 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 da, dum, dum, dum. That's the idea.
Hey, Jack, what are we going to eat?
All right, pretty soon, fellas, pretty soon. Now, look, everybody. Before we go into dinner, I want you all to sit around the fireplace and get your presents. Santa Claus is coming down the chimney.
Santa Claus?
Yeah. Now, sit around the fireplace, everybody. All right, now, put out the lights, Mary.
Okay, Jack.
Because Santa Claus will be down here in a minute. Because Santa Claus will be down here in a minute. Because Santa Claus...
Oh, stop that clowning, Jack.
I'm not clowning. Santa Claus, are you deaf?
Deaf nothing, I'm stuck in the chimney.
Oh, my goodness, what do we do now?
Let's see.
That's it. Come on, fellas. See you later,
This is the busiest season of all the year, and you mothers know it better than anyone else. Well, here's one swell way to save time and trouble and keep your family happy. Get acquainted with the delicious new Jell-O puddings and serve them often. Well, they're quick and easy to prepare, and the whole family will enjoy them. Jell-O butterscotch pudding, rich with old-fashioned butterscotch flavor. Jell-O vanilla pudding, creamy, delicate, and smooth. And Jell-O chocolate pudding, rich and chocolatey and tempting. All 3 can be made in next to no time, for they require only just a few minutes cooking. And you get delicious pudding, the real homemade kind that's just mouth-watering good. So for easy, inexpensive, and delicious desserts, try the new Jell-O puddings. Butterscotch, vanilla, chocolate.
Good night, folks, and Merry Christmas.
Kenny Baker appears on the Jell-O program through courtesy of Mervyn LeRoy Productions.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
And And now, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Listen now to Yuletide Miracle, starring Larry Haynes and Santos Ortega, and written especially for Suspense by John Robert.
Go ahead and laugh if you like. Only kids and old ladies believe in ghosts. Yeah, sure, that's what I thought, too. Until I met a chubby little guy with hair like cotton candy who called himself Sir Benjamin. But first, let me fill in the details about my meeting with Sir Benjamin. I was in one of those free eats missions along the Bowery. I ducked in there to escape a parole officer named Brannigan. Brannigan was out to hand me a merry set of bracelets for Christmas when he caught me. The mission was empty. I had it all to myself. Except for a skinny young punk hacking out a cough that made the benches jump. Hey, kid, you're sick.
Yeah, I know.
You need a doctor.
I've had a doctor. I'm wearing hospital pajamas under this suit.
Oh?
Yeah, I went down the fire escape to the street. To here. I want to get home for Christmas, finally. I've been years making up my mind to it.
What are those boxes you're holding?
Christmas presents for my mother. My sister Linda. My kid sister Linda. Hey, you like this?
Oh, lady's gold watch, huh?
Yeah, it pins on the dress. Mm-hmm. I once stole my mother's watch and sold it. This squares it.
Yeah. What's in the other box?
Nylon stockings. My sister Linda's always had a...
Hey, kid, now, come on, get hold of yourself. Huh? Come on now.
Hey, I can't get hold. Look, these presents. If you could get them to Mrs. B. Simmons for me, tell her that Tommy, her son, Tommy, Mrs. B. Simmons.
Kid. Come on, Tommy, get hold. The coughing stopped. And it was right then that Sir Benjamin, the chubby little ghost with hair like cotton candy, happened. The first I knew of him was magic, as if he was announcing himself. It was music coming from an upright piano on a platform way down the mission hall. A Christmas hymn. But look, until my eyes popped out of my head, I couldn't see anybody. The piano was going, but nobody I could see was playing it. I went up to the piano and reached over the stool to see how the trick was worked. And then my hands touched something solid, like somebody sitting on the stool. And then I saw fingers, hands, skipping along the keys. Only hands, as if they had a life of their own. I don't know why, but I grabbed at them.
Ouch! That hurt. I bruise easily.
Hey, I'm seeing things, and now I'm hearing voices.
My voice, Chris. You're hearing me.
Well, where are you?
Right here, my boy.
What?
Just be patient, and I'll rematerialize.
It takes a moment or two.
I saw the hands build. First arms, then elbows, shoulders, and then a body, slowly. And then the last thing, a head with little puffs of white hair. And then a face, a chubby face, rosy and smiling.
Well, here I am. Every bit of me I trust.
Who are you?
Sir Benjamin. I'm sorry if I worried you.
Hey, that trick, like you were invisible.
But I was invisible.
Oh, come on. Nobody can do that.
I can. And that's only one of my powers. But first, Suppose we get right down to business, Chris?
We have business?
Of course. That boy over there on the bench, Tommy Simmons.
Oh, the kid, yeah. I almost forgot. He's lying there like dead. I don't dare go outside, but somebody's got to call an ambulance, do something.
It's too late for Tommy.
Well, now, we don't know that. We're not doctors.
I know that. The problem now is, what are you going to do about his dying wish?
What? Oh, you mean about delivering those presents to his family?
It would be fine if you deliver those presents in person.
Me? Hey, now, come off it, mister. It's not my job, and it's none of my business. Besides, I got problems of my own.
Brannigan?
What?
The parole officer?
How did you know about Brannigan?
I'm a very versatile and talented ghost. I also have powers of conjuration.
Come again?
Turn the boy's dying wish aside, and I'll conjure up Brannigan. You don't think I can?
I don't think you even exist. How about that? I think I'm dreaming you up.
Very well. I will demonstrate. Hold on to something, Chris. Conjuration is a very cataclysmic and strenuous business. You'll definitely be safer if you hold on to something.
Don't ask me why, but I grabbed hold of the piano. That's a good thing I did, too, because the joint began to rock like an earthquake was hitting it.
There. I'm finished now. It was quite a job of conjuring. But there's Brannigan.
What?
See? On the street, peering through the plate glass window of the mission, watching you.
Holy smoke. It is Brannigan. Hey, I gotta get out of here. I gotta find a back way out.
Here, through this yard door, quickly.
I dived into the yard with Brannigan's police whistle blowing at me. The yard was a dead end. High building walls all around like a prison yard. No exit except a long, narrow alley to the street past Brannigan. I flattened in the shadows, a dead duck. I was listening to Brannigan shout orders at a couple of bluecoats who'd come running when he whistled.
Watch the exit, men, while I flush him out. D'Angelo, you're trapped. Better surrender peacefully. Do you hear me, D'Angelo?
Trapped was the word, like a rat.
Oh, a pity. Too bad, Chris. What's the penalty for violation of parole?
A year, maybe 2. Oh, you were a big help shooing me into the yard. Here I go, talking to myself.
You're talking to me. I could really be a big help.
Give up, D'Angelo. Don't make me take you the hard way.
Think fast, Chris. You were to respect Tommy Simmons' dying wish. If you were to go home for Christmas in his place.
Okay. If I was to, then what?
Then Brannigan goes empty-handed. In order to catch you, he must first see you.
Oh, sure. Brannigan's suddenly gonna go stone blind, huh?
No. You are becoming invisible.
It was a laugh. But the laugh was I was invisible. At least to Brannigan I was. He came right toward me with a flashlight in one hand and a gun in the other. Only he looked right through me as if he didn't see me.
D'Angelo! I know you gotta be in this yard.
I watched him search every inch. And then scratch his head and give up.
Now, Chris, for your part of the bargain. Here are Tommy's presents. Go deliver them.
Now, look. I'll leave here and only run into Brannigan outside somewhere. Now, what about that?
You remain invisible until you've arrived at your destination. That is, as long as you remain faithful to your mission. Go, Chris.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I going? Where do I find this Mrs. B. Simmons?
Not far. Just a brief train ride to a neighboring town. The town, Chris, is Bethlehem.
As Sir Benjamin had promised, it was a brief train ride. But funny, I felt like I'd come a long, long way. There was a deserted train shed with snow packed high. The station sign turned silver by the moon read, Bethlehem. Not a soul in sight. No. There was someone. A girl. A girl in high boots, a snow hat, and the moon on her cheeks. She was coming toward me.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you Chris?
Yeah, my name is Chris.
I'm Linda. Linda Simmons. I came to drive you home.
Just like that?
Just like what?
Well, I mean, no explanations. Like you knew I was here. And how come you know my name?
Oh, I was told you were coming, and told your name, too.
You were told?
Somebody telephoned.
Oh. Yeah, he telephoned. He wasn't kidding when he said he was a talented ghost. Say, you came right at me just now. That means you saw me. You can see me, huh?
See you?
Yeah. Face, hands, body, me. I'm a guy. You look at me and you see a guy.
No. I cannot see you.
Then I am invisible.
No. It's just that I'm blind.
That drive home. Let's take it now, huh? There was a horse-drawn sleigh around the side of the shed. Silver bells on the reins and a horse whose name had to be Dobbin. You drove this rig all the way here by yourself?
Oh, you don't drive Dobbin. He knows every inch of the way to the Bethlehem station. You see, we've been coming here every night for years.
Nice and slow and easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd been running since I was born, and now I was asking myself, what for? A guy can't stay tough in a horse-drawn rig in the snow. And when Linda put her hand on mine, I opened my fist for the first time I could remember. We reached home. A framed cottage, nothing fancy, with a candle burning brightly in the window.
Come in, Chris. Mother!
Right here, Linda.
Oh, Mother, this is Chris.
Welcome home, Chris.
Yeah, thanks. It's a nice place you got here, Mrs. Simmons.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
Yeah, I don't exactly know how to say this, Mrs. Simmons. You see, I'm just a mug. I quit school the minute I learned how to tell the teacher off, so if I ain't got the right words...
Oh, you don't have to have the right words, Chris. You don't even have to get it said. You see, I know.
You know? About Tommy?
Yes, all about Tommy.
Well, how? Somebody talked to you on the phone, too, huh?
Yes, somebody telephoned me.
Well, the last thing the kid thought about was you and Linda and coming home for Christmas.
Oh.
And he asked me to give you these. Gold watch for you, Mrs. Simmons.
Oh, Chris.
These for you, Linda. Nylon stockings.
Thank you.
It's nothing big, I guess, but Tommy didn't have much to give the way it was with him.
You're wrong, Chris. Tommy had a great deal to give, and in his way, he gave it.
I don't follow.
A boy come home. Tommy couldn't come home himself, so he sent you to us, Chris.
You can say about me that I was born in 1935 and I stopped crying in 1936 at the ripe old age of 1. And you can say about me that I let a tear go I never knew I had. Christmas, 1961. Linda.
Yes, Chris.
Don't get me wrong. You know, it's no crime being poor.
Say it, Chris.
Well, it's like this. It's Christmas, but I don't see any tree. And I've been sniffing close enough to the kitchen to know there's nothing roasting in that oven.
You're disappointed?
Oh, no. Is it all right if I borrow Dobbin outside?
All right. Of course it's all right, Chris.
Put me down as a guy who never knows when to shut up. A tree and a turkey, sure, lady. Nothing to it. Presto Mephisto, I'm a magician. Here's your tree, lady, and here's your bird. What?
Quite a remarkable feat of magic, Chris. Presto Mephisto, eh?
Sir Benjamin, I was wondering when you'd show up to Kibitz. You are here, Sir Benjamin.
Yes, but immaterially. And please don't ask me to rematerialize, Chris. I daren't show my face in Bethlehem.
Why not?
I lived here once before my present situation. I wasn't very popular with my townspeople, I'm afraid.
Oh, what'd they have against you?
Bills. I died owing the butcher, the baker, and even the undertaker.
Oh.
Let's get back to your problem.
Yeah, a tree and a turkey, and it's your problem. I'm dumping it right into your lap. You got me into this in the first place.
I see. Had you any money?
Not a plug nickel, and even if I had, the town is shut tight. But you're a talented ghost. A tree and a turkey ought to be a cinch. You got any ideas on it, Sir Benjamin?
Only one. My customary way of acquiring necessary things while I was alive.
Your customary way?
Credit, Chris. And I hope never to be a borrower again. But I suppose it can't be helped.
And, just where do we borrow this tree and turkey?
From Uncle Cale's poultry farm. It's just past the Merchant's Bank, a short drive.
Well, I'm a stranger here.
Move over. I'll take the reins. Get there.
There aren't any ghosts, and call me crazy, but Sir Benjamin drove the rig at a smart clip to a farm stacked with freshly cut trees.
Take your pick of tree and carry it to the rig. And Chris.
Yeah, what?
No unnecessary disturbance. I owe Uncle Cale a formidable bill already.
I threw the tree on the rig and went back. Sir Benjamin was coming out of a poultry house carrying a great big fat turkey.
It's a job persuading this feathered fellow. Here, take the leash and be on your way.
Well, wait a minute. Where are you going?
To leave a receipt for Uncle Cale for one tree and one turkey.
I'd sure like to be there when he reads it.
So would I, Chris. So would I.
I hurried back to the rig, right into the arms of trouble. Brannigan.
Hello, D'Angelo.
What?
Run, and you won't get 10 yards.
Okay. What did you do, look into a crystal ball to find out where I was?
I didn't have to. I just took the same train you took.
Oh, baloney. You had to see me to be able to do that.
I had to see you. What were you, invisible or something?
Sure, I was invisible.
D'Angelo, you killed me. Invisible.
Oh, yeah? All right, what about me yard behind the mission? You walked right past me. You played your flash right on me, but you couldn't see me. How about that?
I'll answer that one. Maybe I didn't see you because I didn't want to see you.
And now what?
That's the truth, D'Angelo. I didn't want to catch you. I had to make noises like wanting to because I'm a cop. But I didn't want to make the arrest. Not on Christmas, D'Angelo.
Yeah. Well, you're making the arrest now.
Maybe I'm not.
But why'd you tell me all the way here?
To see what you were up to. To see if you really had a heart. Yeah. So, you're bringing the Simmons a tree and a turkey.
Well, now, how do you know about the Simmons?
I knew Tommy Simmons. I saw him pass you those presents in the mission before he died. I phoned Mrs. Simmons and Linda that you were coming.
It was you who telephoned?
Me, sure. Who'd you think?
What's it? I thought Sir Benjamin.
You thought who, D'Angelo?
Never mind. Skip it.
Now, I'll ask one question, and then maybe I'll leave. Now, think carefully before you answer.
Go ahead, ask.
If I arrange for you to keep in touch with the parole officer by mail, providing those letters were postmarked Bethlehem, would you like it that way?
Would I? Brannigan, where else does a guy want to write letters from but home? That's almost all there is to the story of Sir Benjamin. Me, Brannigan, Mrs. Simmons, and Linda. Well, we had to take the door down to get the tree into the house, and we had to find an extra stomach apiece to accommodate the turkey. And then later, with the fire going and the lights down low, Linda and I sat dreaming on the sofa. I had my fist open for keeps. And her hand was right in mine, like it belonged there.
It's been a perfectly wonderful Christmas, Chris.
Yeah, wonderful.
And thanks to you, we had a tree and a turkey.
Well, thanks to me. Now, the tree and the turkey wasn't my trick.
The tree and the turkey were? Mm-hmm. Chris, what are you saying?
No, really, the thanks goes to another guy. A chubby little guy who sure has a talent for getting what he wants. His name's Sir Benjamin.
Sir Benjamin?
Yeah. Why?
Well, the coincidence of names. Well, I used to call my father Sir Benjamin in play. Oh, we'd play Lord and Lady. My father and he'd call me Princess Linda, and I'd call him Sir Benjamin.
The coincidence of names, you said, huh? Linda, suppose it isn't a coincidence.
But my father died years ago.
Yeah, so did my Sir Benjamin. The guy I'm talking about is a ghost.
A ghost?
Yeah. A ghost like I met in a mission when your brother Tommy died. All of a sudden, a piano started going. Piano music, but nobody I could see was playing.
Chris?
Huh?
Our piano is playing.
Yeah, so it is. Hey, you want to bet it's Sir Benjamin?
Bet? But how can you prove it?
Well, easy. I toss a turkey wing at the piano stool. I bet you Sir Benjamin lets out a yell and complains about how easily he bruises. Do we bet?
What will we bet, Chris?
A kiss. That way, Linda, nobody loses.
Suspense. You've been listening to Yuletide Miracle, starring Larry Haynes and Santos Ortega, and written especially for Suspense by John Roberts. Next week, instead of another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense, a gala song fest well calculated to put you in a bright holiday mood. The 7th annual Christmas Sing with Bing will come your way over the CBS radio network next Sunday evening, Christmas Eve. Singing along with Bing, Catherine Crosby, the Norma Luboff Choir, and those two fugitives from the Met, Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snerd. Suspense is produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. Featured in tonight's story were Rosemary Rice as Linda, Joe DeSantis as Brannigan, Catherine Rott as Mrs. Simmons, and Bill Lipton as Tommy. 2 weeks from today, we'll return with The Old Man, written by Bob Corcoran. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
You're listening to Old Time Radio USA on the WOTR Radio Network.